We were also going through the lyrics and said that is a bit too much. We have to find like at least like some light at the end of the tunnel sometimes.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. If this is your first time in the channel, hit subscribe right now. Okay, Marc, thank you so much for your time today. We spoke about a year ago when you released the Zeitgeister, it was a special album that at the time was meant to be a bonus disc to this album that was supposed to come out much earlier, was released as a standalone album, got a lot of positive reactions, was very different, a full German language album. When we spoke, you said like, well, we've got the new album kind of ready, but we're holding on to that. Has Dystopia stayed basically, just locked up the way it was, or has the reactions to Zeitgeister or the time that was given to you? Did you guys go back to the album? Has it evolved over the last year and a half?
Yeah, it actually has. Like I said, that Dystopia was pretty much on the way, not 100% done, but on the way to there. So I think half of the songs we left untouched somehow. Okay. And the other half, where we still did something and also wanted to, we wanted to, because when I was going through this back catalog from us, I actually wanted to add more of this kind of like, this kind of old school roughness feeling to it. That was the plan anyways before already for Dystopia and Zeitgeister, but because of the work on Zeitgeister, it was actually even more pushed forward, this kind of idea. So I went back and changed a few things in the last half of the album when I was working on it, and changed a couple things here and there, made them a bit more rough, more straightforward, and that actually Zeitgeister was actually somehow still a bit of impact on Dystopia.
There's two things that stand out for me. Number one, this is a very dark and rebellious album, a very dark album. At the same time, I would say the two words I wrote down, like fresh and driven, it almost feels, and that might be kind of weird after all these years, but it almost feels like with this new album, Caliban is more relevant than ever before. And, to your point, it sounds fresh and raw. Is that weird given that it's been 25 years?
Maybe, yeah. But I get maybe why you say that, or why you have that feeling, because I think this new album covers a bit of everything we have done before somehow, I think. It's a mixture of the last couple albums, this kind of phase from I'm Nemesis till Elements somehow, this kind of especially the last two albums were a bit more atmospheric and floaty with this kind of melodies and synthesizers and all that kind of stuff. And then it's actually going. There's still some stuff of that in that album, of course, but also more the straightforwardness of the I'm Nemesis, and especially from really old albums like Shadow Hearts and stuff like that. So we actually have it's like a, I don't know if you all want to call it the best of the new album, but it's maybe like a best of what we are doing, best of all that combined somehow, maybe that's why you feel that is fresh but still more down to earth somehow. I don't know. Life is I'm stuck in a matrix. I can't escape this mess.
Purely from a musical perspective, for me, two songs that really jumped out straight away when I listened to the album back to back are Swords and Mother. I think two songs that will do phenomenally well live. I think Swords is just a killer live song. And then Mother just jumped out, coming across as an extremely emotional song, not just from the musical, so from from the lyrics. Songs that most people will not have heard at this point because they've not been released yet. But when you look back on okay, you were almost done with the album about a year ago, then you had a chance to keep working on them. So I'm pretty sure you have a good understanding of looking back on this album, what for you are those songs that really stand out, or if there's any, special songs with a special meaning connection. What would be those songs for you?
For me, they're actually very different songs, because for me, the two songs which stand out are Alien and Hibernate, because they're so different from the rest, to my opinion. Yeah. Because what I tried to is that the whole album doesn't stay on one level when it comes to heaviness somehow. The two songs you mentioned, I like them too, but they are not less or more heavy than Ascent of the Blessed or Dystopia. They are somehow on the same level. So, and when it comes to sticking out, to me personally, it's because Hibernate is very quiet, and Alien is very genty, modern, kind of atmospheric, kind of different kind of vibe. The mood it creates is very different. So this is why these two songs stand out to me most. But I get where you're coming from with why you chose those two songs, because they're really also straightforward songs and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. You mentioned one of the songs that one of the other songs, Ascent of the Blessed, in which we hear lyrics like, I'm looking back, full of regret, if I remember correctly. On Phantom Pain, we hear, this is a trip down memory lane, I torture myself again. Signals of a band looking back on 25 years and thinking either about legacy or just how old we're all getting. Like, what's going on?
I don't know if I mentioned that on the last interview, but Andy is really, really sensitive to his surroundings, I would say. So he gets really affected what's going on, and these kind of COVID lockdowns and stuff like that really was really tough for him, and he was maybe in some kind of dark place at some points somehow. And so we were also going through the lyrics and said that is a bit too much. We have to find at least some light at the end of the tunnel sometimes in the lyrics. But they're very dark and stuff like that. So we changed them a little bit. But that was cool for him. That was just his first ideas he came with. And I think it has nothing to do with the history of the band or something. But for him, it's like the times we live in make him not the happiest person. Let's put it this way, I would say.
I'm looking back, full of regret. Not ready yet, I didn't tell.
I had a phone call with him also, maybe about a year ago, a bit more maybe, and we were talking about this because I said, I'm so annoyed because everything's done here and we can't play, and I'm usually staying really positive for quite some time, but at some point I call and say, man, I'm at a point fuck all that, I was really not in the best mood either after I kept positive for almost 2 years. I was at the point I was also very pissed and everything, and then he said something like, don't even start because for me it's even worse, blah blah, and then we started talking, and so I think this is why the lyrics came out, and the whole album also became pretty dark. And since you mentioned that the album is pretty dark, when I was going back for the second half of Dystopia, the songs I was actually working on, the second half became more dark also, because I was going down with my mood as well. So so the songs became more like some kind of I don't know, therapy, so the songs became also more dark and stuff like that. So I think Ascent of the Blessed was written at that point, at least changed to that, and which song was I think Swords as well. I think Swords came also very late.
A lot of those feelings or just that whole sentiment of what's going around all of us, or obviously channeled very on the nose, although it's not only about the actual pandemic, but we have the song Virus that you also generated really cool, yet again quite dark video clip for.
But you're lying, son. I know your right is wrong. You won't bring us down.
I believe that a couple of weeks ago, when that video came out, Andy posted something along the lines of, "God damn it, dark lenses," on the video clip. What happened with the shoot?
Because we had to shoot this video separated because he had COVID.
Oh.
And but it wasn't a problem because, as you see in the video, you see us in the virus video, you see us all separated anyways. You don't see us all together, not
Right.
even in one shot, you know. That was the way the guy, the director wanted to shoot it anyways. So the instrumentalists, like us, the rest of us four, were shooting, and Mirko, who is the editor and director of he always likes when I wear these black lenses. I wear also very black lenses in the video.
Yeah.
I did that on the past album. I did that also in 2-3 video clips, like very just black eyes.
Yeah.
And he said, for Virus, that fits really well. Can you bring them? Blah blah blah. I said okay. Then I was wearing the lenses, and then because Andy was shooting, I think a week later.
Okay.
And Mirko said, can you give me those lenses? Then I take them with me, and then I make Andy wear them too. And you have no idea how hard it is to get those lenses in. It's not like, I mean, you can get like this normal size contact lenses in black, but these ones I have, they cover your whole eye inside. You know, there's nothing white left, and they're literally this big and this thick. And to get them in your eye, especially if you're not used to contact lenses, that is hell. That is when I did that the very first time 4 years ago or something, they needed 3 people to put them in my eye. Like, one had the lens, one pulled down here, the other one pulled up here, and then they were like trying to get them in my eye, because you have the reflex if you're not used to close your eye when something, and then you have this huge thing which they put in, and he had to do that for that video the very first time. I think that was what he meant, because even I, after some practice, sometimes I need 5 minutes, sometimes I need like an hour. You know, like, it's really annoying.
So, like, the fact that after all these years you keep going back to these lenses, does that tell us something about your psyche? Is there like a self-masochism part to that? Or
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's also that Mirko, who does our videos, also, yeah, they look so cool in videos. Do that again. It's like, yeah, okay. Let's have some fun. You know, I tried because to transport that to the stage at some point after we released Elements.
Yeah.
But after a couple of days, my eyes, because of the torture every night, they got swollen and red. And I said, after 3-4 nights, I said, oh, fuck that, I'm out.
Just as a bit of a curveball, we've seen Caliban coffee, wine. Not sure if we've seen beer, but I don't think so. But what's next in that venture? It's clearly something that you want to explore more.
That is really not up to me, because these things are not fully Caliban related.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's like Andy did something with the coffee, Patrick and Andy did something with the wine that has nothing to do with the rest of the band. It's not that the band said, oh, we need wine, you know.
Okay.
We might do something. We had some idea, but I don't want to spoil it yet.
No problem.
Which is something we as a band think is a cool thing. It has also to do with something which is outside of music.
Right.
We don't know when that will be possible, but this is nothing like alcohol or something, you know, because it's for my point, I'm not drinking at all since I'm 16, and I wouldn't want to put my name on, especially, I mean, we are sponsored by a beer brand like Bitburger, but they have tons of non-alcoholic drinks, zero alcoholic drinks, like, and sodas and stuff like that, and that is fine. But me personally, I wouldn't put my personal name on a brand like some vodka brand or something, because call it like old-fashioned or something. But for me, we have really a lot of young people in fans, and I don't want to show off that it is cool when you are 14 years old or 15 years old, that it's cool to get drunk with vodka somewhere somehow, with hard liquor. Because I was going through some tough times with alcohol. I had, like, this is why I don't drink. I have bad experience with this. So from my point, I don't want to put my name on hard liquor brands. You know, this is why we, for example, never did a Jägermeister tour or something. We had an offer. I think that we had an offer. I don't know if it was Jäger or something similar. And I said, sorry guys, I'm out. I'm not going to do that, you know, because this is something which doesn't match for me. So this is why, for example, this wine, I wouldn't have a problem to put my name on a wine, but, you know, just for this hard liquor. But even that, these two guys did by themselves. But we have something like more family friendly maybe coming.
All right, we'll keep our eyes open for that. What else do we need to keep our eyes open for? There's tours coming. There's family friendly fun in many different ways coming. What should we know?
I mean, there's a tour coming towards the end of the year. There's some festivals this summer, just a few, because, you know, most festivals took the canceled ones from the past year. So we jumped in at a couple of them only. And for my personal point, I'm really looking forward to the release shows in 2 weeks. So I hope that people are into going there, because here in Germany, some people are still scared to go to concerts. You know, like we played the show in Belgium last Friday and nobody cared at all. I don't know if that is a good thing or not, but there was no masks, no nothing. It was like a room full of far over 1,000 people. You know, it wasn't sold out, but full, and all had fun and stuff like that. And here it's still, people are still like afraid. Should I go? Is it okay to go? What kind of restrictions we have? You know, and then there's one show which is only one of the 4. I mean, all shows are going to happen for sure, but only one of those 4 shows is 2G, and then some other people big need for 2G. I don't know when to go. You know, I don't know. So you can't please everyone, I guess, but that is something personally I really look forward. And besides of that, we have so much on our mind. So just want to get that out there, and then let's see what's coming.
All right, awesome. Well, a lot of stuff coming for this 25th anniversary, so that's great. Marc, I want to thank you, as always, for your time. I really appreciate it. A lot of fun talking to you, and I wish you all the best for those 4 shows.
Thank you very much for your interest, and for the second interview already. Maybe see you soon again.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.